Well, this is very exciting. For the second straight day, we get to talk to Jevohn Shepherd outside of the beautiful Thomas & Mack Center in Las Vegas. Gradey Dick, 22 points against the Pistons. Struggled a bit late, Jevohn, but you had a chance to speak with the Raptors' first-round pick on Tuesday. What were your impressions of the young man, and how do you think he's going to fit in with this team going into this season?
Just speaking to him, he just seems focused. He loves basketball, comes from a basketball family. His parents are very supportive. And then just seeing his progress over the course of this summer league has been impressive as well. Today he had arguably his best game and just really came out and showed us a lot, showed us a variety of ways of shooting the basketball, getting the shots off. And I know the big question coming into this thing was, is he just a spot-up shooter? Just seeing him in the open court, push the basketball, make plays for his teammates. And there was a couple times where we seen him move his feet and play some defense. So there's some athleticism there. I think just him adjusting to the three-point line, the NBA three-point line, because it's a lot further out than the collegiate three-point line, is going to be a big thing for him. Obviously getting his conditioning up and his strength to play, to come off the curls, to be able to bump the defense off and get his shots off clean is going to be a big thing for him to improve on going into training camp. But he's a player, right? Is he going to be a superstar in the league? That's to be determined. But he's a guy that's going to be able to, a serviceable guy on the wing that's going to be able to make shots, create for his teammates, defend a bit, and it's just going to be how much he wants it.
Jevohn, let's talk about the undrafted Markquis Nowell. Not the most efficient shooting night against the Pistons. He did have 6 assists. It seems that the Raptors have a very similar player on their roster already in Malachi Flynn. Do you think it would benefit Markquis Nowell to join this team right away, or would it be better to have him percolate a little in the G League for a season or two?
I think for one, you look at this team right now, and that's going to be the biggest question mark is that point guard position. So there's going to be opportunity there. Now, in terms of Noel, I think you mentioned his efficiency shooting the basketball. That's going to be something he has to improve on, yes. But you look at his size, right? It's going to be tough for him to get into the paint and make plays at the basket. You look at these guys, the size of them, they're 7 foot, 6 foot, 6, 7 foot wingspans. It's going to be hard for him to get his shots off. But in terms of passing the basketball, he's second to none. And I think he can make his teammates better. It's going to be a learning curve for him. I think there's going to be some time spent in the G League. Can he help the team right now? It's all going to be how he goes into training camp and competes. Can really pass it. And I think the tough part for him is that as a point guard at the end of shot clocks, the ball's going to be tossed to you. You got to figure out how to score the basketball, how to finish at the rim. And that's where he's just going to have to get better at this level because the guys are bigger, the guys are more athletic, and they're smarter.
And then there's 29-year-old Dennis Schroder. The Raptors made his signing official on Wednesday, Jevohn. Won a title with the Lakers in the bubble. He's been around for a while. Started 50 games with the Lakers this past season. We talked about Scotty Barnes on Tuesday and the fact that Coach Darko really wants to maybe use him at the point guard position. So where do you see Schroeder fitting in this backcourt?
Well, for one, he's a 10-year NBA vet. He's a serviceable guard. He's been around the league, so he's here for a reason. He's going to be a voice in the locker room. And a guy that knows how to win, a guy that has played on many teams that are developing teams that are winning teams. So he brings a lot of that experience, a lot of that knowledge that you need to share with those young guys. And he also has a relationship with Coach Darko, spending time early on in OKC. So I think, there's a tremendous amount of wealth of knowledge that you bring to this team. He's a guy that can defend. He's chippy. He plays with a flair about him that I think fans are going to be excited about. And you need that on every team. You need a little crazy, a guy that's going to go out and do what it takes, a guy that's not afraid to take a big shot. A guy that feels like he's the guy. He's better than everybody on the court. So I think that's the big thing with him. And then he's also excited about the young guys on this team, has a relationship with OG. I think he's one of the guys that he spoke to since signing with the team. And then that international flair, plays for Germany, and there's a lot for him to bring to the table for this team.
Would have to agree. Raptors are going to continue their Summer League campaign Thursday against the Brooklyn Nets, but you have a date with Usher tonight, buddy. So get out there and enjoy that show. Yeah!
Appreciate you, Jay.